Well, good morning, everyone. It is 6:04 Central Time on Saturday, May 31st, and we are getting ready to head out from our hotel in Smyrna slash Nashville, Tennessee. We're going to load the truck, grab some hotel breakfast, and hit the road to Kansas City. So, Vin actually pointed something out that I didn't realize. With the exception of tonight's stay in Kansas City, every other city we booked is a capital city. So, Tallahassee, Nashville, Denver, Salt Lake City, and Boise. We learned states and capitals with an Animaniacs song. So he reminded me of that this morning, that we're going to Denver, Colorado, Boise, Idaho, Salt Lake City, all these capital cities. And we've already been to Tallahassee and Nashville. So we're going to see what's for breakfast, and we're going to hit the road, and we'll check in later.
Hotel breakfast is amazing.
Well, we hopped on I-24 out of Nashville. This is a super convenient interstate that takes you basically at a southeast to northwest kind of diagonal. It starts in Chattanooga, runs through Nashville, and then eventually into Kentucky around Fort Campbell. This here is the bridge over the Ohio River that takes you into Illinois from Kentucky, still on Interstate 24. There's a lot of construction going on, not only here, but just in general today on our route to Kansas City. But this is usually a really nice, scenic looking area to drive over, but not so much today due to the narrowing down to one lane and all the construction going on. But when you reach the other side of that bridge, you are in the state of Illinois. So 24 continues to run through southern Illinois. And here we are in Metropolis, which you might remember. This is where Vin and I came last year for the solar eclipse, because Metropolis actually was in the path of totality. So we've been here before. And even Superman had on his solar eclipse glasses that day. So this square where the town hall is and this giant statue of Superman is actually known as Superman Square. We were actually standing just in front of that Super City Metropolis, Illinois sign on the right. We were standing just in front of that during the eclipse last year. So I think that was last April. So it's been a little over a year. You can stand here on this little platform and take photos. You can put your head on top of Superman's head here. And then, there's a museum here that we're going to see here in just a second. But I really think that if you're a fan of Superman, it's worth the trip to come and check this place out. It's really cool. It's small. There's not a lot to it. This is actually the world's largest collection of Superman memorabilia. So Vin and I took this tour last year when we came, and we walked through this museum and probably spent an hour and a half just walking through and looking at all of the various Superman memorabilia that they have put together here in this museum. It's also a gift shop if you wanted to buy anything Superman related. You see there's a gift store here that's got shirts and hats and different types of toys and things like that. So again, it's just a place I think that if you're into comics or you're into Superman at all, you definitely have to check out. All right, now I know you've heard of the Frisch's Big Boy, but are you familiar with Super Big Boy? This is definitely unique. I've never seen a Frisch's Big Boy dressed as Superman, so that was pretty cool. There's a couple of antique stores around here too in Metropolis if you're into that sort of thing. So kind of a hidden gem in southern Illinois that most people don't know about. It's probably 2.5 hours or so from Nashville, and about the same from St. Louis. So back on the highway now, this is actually the end of I-24 at an intersection with Interstate 57, which takes you either north to Chicago or south toward Memphis. We follow Chicago, and we end up about 50 miles north at an intersection with Interstate 64, which is going to take us west into St. Louis. As you can see, more construction. 64 actually was one lane for a while in each direction. I mean, just absolute nightmare stuff. We're going about 40 miles an hour here. It was kind of a rough day for me on the road. I'm not going to lie to you guys, between the construction and just the way people drive. So here we are getting close to St. Louis, still on the Illinois side of the Mississippi. I'm about to pick up I-70. Here's the bridge crossing the Mississippi, taking us into the state of Missouri. And we're going to grab Interstate 70 here and kind of do a little bit of a northwest curve. We'll actually be following 70 for the majority of the rest of this trip, I think. At least all of tomorrow we'll be on the path of I-70, maybe jumping off a couple of times to check some things out as we trek through Kansas tomorrow. Really nice area here. I'm not sure where exactly this was in Missouri, but we had some elevation changes for a little bit. Really nice drive. So I wanted to get a video of Arrowhead where the Kansas City Chiefs play, but the Royals are actually playing a game when we got there, so we couldn't get closer than this. But this reminds me of my favorite Chiefs memory of all time, Super Bowl 55. You know the one I'm talking about, right? 31-9. Let Antoine remind you. There we go. Go Bucks, baby. And so tonight we are staying at the Sonesta Select here near Kansas City International Airport. We were assigned a third floor room. There's a little bit of this hotel that's under construction. As we go into the room, it appears to be nice enough. It's pretty basic. They do provide you with some soap and shampoo, conditioner, body wash dispensers. It's clean. I mean, there's really nothing that I can see that tells me it's not. Smells clean, looks clean. Got a little closet here to hang things if we need to. As we go back toward the bedroom area, wall control thermostat, which I've already messed up once and gone to the wall unit to try to adjust it. So have to remember that that's there. We have a microwave. We have a refrigerator here in this cabinet. The TV's really nothing special, neither is the cable that's coming through. It just doesn't look very good. There's really no sitting area. We have that little round chair there in the corner, but as far as a seating area like we had last night, no little living room. This is a neat feature though. We do have a balcony that looks like all rooms on this side have a balcony. It overlooks a courtyard that is set up in the middle of the property, so that is also Sonesta rooms on the other side there. And down to the right is where the pool and hot tub are. So we get down there, and there was some kids pretty hesitant to get in the water, which told me it was freezing cold. So I got in the hot tub. Ben decides he's going to try to brave it and get into the pool, as cold as it was. Gets about that far in. You can see him here shaking his head no, and he's going to get out and join me in the hot tub. So it felt really good to sit in there and just relax after a long day of driving, just exactly what I needed. This indoor pool and hot tub was a great amenity here at this hotel. Eventually, he did go ahead and get himself in the pool and brave it. There were some other kids in there after a few minutes that brought a football, and he was throwing the football back and forth with them. Did a little bit of swimming, and it was just a really good way to unwind after a long day of driving. So we really enjoyed having this time to just relax. We ended up at Smokebox Barbecue. I really wanted some Kansas City barbecue. Smokebox did not disappoint. Kansas City is known for their burnt ends, which is exactly what I got. Top notch, 5 stars, amazing. Ben got a bacon cheeseburger with lettuce, as you can see. Okay, so tomorrow, this is what we are doing. We will be going from here in Kansas City, basically right across the border into the state of Kansas, and then we will continue along Interstate 70 all the way across west to Denver, Colorado. There will be some cool touristy stuff that we are getting into tomorrow, so definitely stay tuned for that. I'm very, very excited for tomorrow to get into some of that stuff. So this is also a shot here of what we have left to get to Washington. So we are officially under the 2,000 mile mark left to get there. And we've gone about 20 hours total, and we have 27 left to go. So we are making our way. And it's hey everyone, Michael and Vin here. We're just checking in from our hotel here in Kansas City. We are in for the night and about to go to bed. We have an early wake up tomorrow. We are hitting the road out of Kansas City at about 6 a.m. So our alarms are going to be going off early, but we had a really good day, had a really good dinner, had some fun hanging out at the pool in the hot tub. Also, for those of you that recommended a CapCut, I am doing this video right here with CapCut. So not an expert yet, but I think I like it a lot better than what I've been using. I'll continue to play around with it and hopefully get better, but definitely feel like it's more of a comfortable user experience for me. So thank you for recommending that. We will see you guys tomorrow, and we are off to Denver in the morning. See you later.